Hi YouTube, this is Raven. I'm a survivor of a 16-year marriage to a covert narcissist, or someone with a personality disorder. I'm not sure which one he had, but regardless whether it's borderline personality disorder or narcissistic personality disorder, he's still a douchebag. I refer to him as douchebag. It's my nickname for him all these years. And I stopped calling him douchebag a few years ago, but now that he's doing very douchey things, game on. I'm making videos about him again. And I'm in my pajamas. It's kind of a lazy day because I'm on semi-vacation. I'm up in the mountains. We rented a log cabin. Well, it's more of a house because my daughter is in band camp tryouts for college, and her roommate came up here for orientation. Apparently it's different now when you go to college, that you have to go for 2 days of orientation. I mean, when I went to college many years ago, it was just, your parents dropped you off and it was like, good luck. And now, they have 2 days of classes. So since her roommate had to come up here and she had to come up here for band camp tryouts, I was like, okay, let's just make a vacation of it. So this is me raw with no makeup on and my pajamas. But I needed to make a video because I need to vent. A lot of things have been going on recently with my narc. And if you have the displeasure of marrying a narcissist and then having kids with them, you know that they change their relationship with their kids as they get older. If you hear something in the background, it's the rain. I'm sitting out here on the porch. There should be mountains in the background, but there's just clouds right now because it's raining. It's really nice. It's relaxing. So when the kids are little, the narcissist will bend over backwards to try to be father of the year. And he did that. When we were first divorced, he was taking the kids every weekend. I mean, every weekend. Even though he didn't have custody of them to take them every weekend, he was threatening me with trying to take full custody of the kids if I didn't let him spend time with his children. That's the way he talks. So he was taking them to the amusement park, he was taking them out to eat, he was taking them on vacation, because he was trying to prove to the court that he was father of the year. Because the way child support is configured in our state, it's configured based on the amount of nights that each parent has with the kids and their income. So the more nights you can get, the less child support you have to pay each month. And so he was trying for 50-50 custody. But whenever we finally did go to court, he got 2 weeks in the summer and every other weekend. And as soon as that custody order was signed, he stopped taking them places. And like on weekends he was supposed to have them, like, oh no, I'm busy this weekend, I have a prior commitment. And because he just wanted to get that order signed so that he didn't have to pay as much child support. And he even went so far as to say in the court order that he had been fired, that he didn't have a job at the time. I mean, it's crazy. He said that he didn't have a job and that he was making severance pay from the bank that he had worked for 15, 16 years. But that was obviously a lie because he still works for that bank. But miraculously, he got his job back as soon as we signed the papers. Well, fast forward 9 years, and our daughter just turned 18 in February, and she graduated high school last week. And, like I said, we're up here in the mountains. She's chosen to go to a mountain school. It's gorgeous here. And he wants nothing to do with her college. He took her out to dinner to celebrate her graduating. And he said, I'm taking you out to dinner. Well, when he takes her out to dinner, like before the prom, she went to the prom with a group of friends. And he took them out to eat, and he said, I'm taking you out to eat. But then he made her pay for the dinner. This expensive restaurant where the cheapest steak is $40. And he made her pay for her dinner and her friend's dinner. And I'm like, that's not taking you out to dinner. That's taking you to dinner. You're providing the transportation, but you're not paying for the dinner. And he's very cheap. So now that our daughter is 18 and she's graduated high school, naturally, the child support ends, which, that's okay. I mean, that's the law, in our state, unless you get it written into your parenting agreement that you're going to continue to support them. So, I fully expected, for the child support to stop. What I didn't expect was for him to take her out to dinner, and he's with his parents, he's with his new wife, and basically for him to say, I'm not paying for your college. You're on your own with your college. I can't afford college. And then in the next sentence, his new wife was saying, we should buy a boat. We should buy a motorcycle. We need some adult toys. Oh, looks like the UPS truck can get up the mountain. Yeah, she said, we need some adult toys. And I'm like, oh my God, the jokes write themselves. They really do. The jokes write themselves. I wanted to say, like, yeah, if you're married to him, you're going to need some adult toys, because there's no way you're going to get any other satisfaction otherwise. Sorry, that's mean of me. Moving on. So he's not going to pay for any of her college. And, a few years ago, I anticipated that this was going to happen. So I had started a college fund for her. And I had been contributing money to that college fund. And then I started one for our son because I anticipated he was not going to put any money away for college for our son either. So I've been putting money back. So she has some money. She'll still have to get some loans. But, the fact that you don't want to help your child in any way, I don't understand it, because his parents helped him through college. Well, it gets even douchier, because we're up here. We're up here, signing her up for classes and everything, because you have to do that in orientation now. And they said they need proof of health insurance. And I'm like, okay, well, you're on Dad's plan, because he's paid for their health insurance all these years. And so I asked him, I said, I just want to make sure that, she has health insurance, because otherwise, we have to sign up for the plan through the college. And he said, no, she does not have health insurance. She's been 18 since February. And I texted him back. I'm like, does she have health insurance now? It's been, she turned 18 in February. Did you drop her from your plan? Radio silence. Radio silence. He will not answer the question whether he dropped her from his health insurance in February, and didn't say anything. I was like, God forbid, we're on vacation. God forbid we get into a car accident on the way home tonight, and she doesn't have health insurance? I couldn't get him to answer, so I called up my insurance company. I'm insured through TRICARE, the military, and I was like, she has got to have health insurance. She can't. This cannot happen. She has to have health insurance, and so as of yesterday, she's on my plan, so that's taken care of. But a few days ago, I had to hire my lawyer again that helped me through the divorce because I got a notice that he's taking me back to court. And this time, he's stopping paying child support on our child that's 18. Okay, I understand that. He's well within his rights. But he wants to stop paying child support on our 15-year-old. And I don't know if he's going to claim that he doesn't have a job again, that his situation has changed. But the lawyer read through it and he said, yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. He's saying that he doesn't want to pay child support. And he said, he's shooting himself in the foot because when our child support was put in place 9 years ago, inflation wasn't what it is now. And he may end up having to pay double what he pays for our son now. But I had to hire the lawyer again. That's more money that I could be putting towards our daughter's college. And kids are smart. I have never said anything to the kids about how their dad is, a douchebag, or that their dad is a narcissist. They figured it out on their own because they were both saying that, dad's just not a nice person and they don't want anything to do with him. Even, it's sad. Father's Day was the other day, and both of my kids want nothing to do with their narcissistic father. And, I work in the emergency room, and we get older people that are brought in all the time from a nursing home. They've had a fall, they've had a stroke, something. And every now and then we get somebody in and we call their kids and it's like, hey, your mom's in the emergency room. She had a fall, she probably broke her hip, or, your dad, we think he had a stroke. This may be it. You might want to come to the emergency room. And every now and then I get someone who says, just call me when they're dead. And it makes me wonder, was that person a narcissist? You need to be careful with your kids because your kids, they're going to choose your nursing home. Whether you're a narcissist or not, they're going to choose your nursing home. So, anyways, that's all for now. Be safe. Take care.